guys, it's Rob with a new video. Um, the last two videos I've been working with this southwest Indian ridge right here, and I've showed it aligned with the northern part of Africa, the east and the west coast of North America, and I'm going to show you some new alignments with it with other areas around the planet. And what the point of all this is that I'm showing you how this ridge, what they call a ridge, it can't be a ridge because it shouldn't match up with any of these things, any of these continents. And here I am matching them up to, well, basically almost all of them. And let me show you these matches. Okay, so here is Africa, but this is the southern part of it. Here, the ridge, what they call a ridge, actually sits over, it's actually right here. But if you simply rotate it counterclockwise, you can see that it lines up with the features of the coastline of Africa. And what's cool about it is that if you look at it in close detail, you could see that it matches up with features on Africa, not just the coastline, but you can see that as weird as this is, you can see that here's the southern tip of Africa, and here's the southern tip of Africa, and just to the right of and south of Africa, you can see the features in between this so-called ridge and Africa line up on top of Africa, because these are different layers of the same thing. And they've been pulled apart. So it only makes sense that if Africa was pulled off this area, then the features that were once below Africa would realign with it when I move it over and match it up again, like this, see? Here's the thing, is that when I move it around, you can then see other things line up, like this with this area right here, and I already know that this area is related to Yellowstone Park, which then means that this area on Africa is also related to Yellowstone Park. And I'm pretty sure that there are some people in the field that actually are aware that there is an alignment between these two areas. They just don't understand how. I know that some geologists have noted that the rock compositions, I believe, are very similar between this area and Yellowstone Park. Well, I know why they are similar. I know exactly why they are similar. You could say that, you know how big they claim Yellowstone Park is as a supervolcano. It's probably what made this hole right here. It's a lake. But okay, so I got that. I'm running out of time because I have to go to work, of course. So I'm trying to make these quick videos for you guys. But see how it starts to fit features inside Africa? Even when I line it up here, you can see that they're just keep realigning as I move it along, because these areas slid from each other. Okay, so then I claim that this is a vortex. So everybody knows that a vortex spins. Therefore, I have this vortex area reversed, facing the other way. And when I do, you can see that at first it looks similar, but yet it doesn't look like it matches the coastline exactly, which threw me off at first too. I was thinking, oh darn, I thought for sure that was a match. But when you look closer, you could tell that it's not that it doesn't match the coastline, it's that it matches the features inside Africa, the land features, the markings. That's what it does, and that's actually quite common with these reoccurring patterns. So sometimes they'll actually fit features. You have to look closer and you'll see that it does match actually. You can easily see what tore this apart, because these are layers right here that look like they've been broken, shredded away. Okay, so now, and I'm sure I could find more and more alignments as I move this around, but I kind of want to get to the next alignment, which will be South America. This South America. Okay, again, I always look for this mark right here. That's usually dead giveaway. So just like I matched it up on Africa and North America, you could see that I line this up here, and then I look around. I can see there's some correlations going on here, here. Even looks like if this is to move up to here, it would fit and rotate. Obviously this is something rotated, so I could bet money that this would rotate around and line up with these Birkeland currents right here. But what's cool about this is as I line that up here, you can see this beveled area right here, and you can see how it lines up with this, what looks like a miniature version of a vortex upside down basically. You can see the triangular shape right here. Like right there, huh? You can tell it's sliding this way or something. Okay, so interesting. You see that right there? They seem to be playing into these features here. I'm just seeing how far I can go with this before I move on. Okay, so like this, you can tell this moves around. It probably flips around too if I had more time. Like that. I flipped it around anyways. You could see that there's something going on here. See how it matches the markings. You can see this is a similar width as that lines it to there. It probably has to rotate a little bit one way or the other. Actually, I should have a straight on shot so it would fit better. Again, you can see that beveling matching up with this beveling right here. Same size, same width. This is a dead giveaway that they are related. It reminds me of a tunnel. Oh yeah, this is I've known this for a long time right here. Here's South Africa fitting into South America. It rotated, it fits up in here too. It's like it's spinning. So you can even see them spinning if you use your imagination. Alright, so the next. Okay, so this time I got the southern part of South America. You can tell that when you look at this, as this follows this as it tracks this part right here, it looks like a horse head or something. You can see that this is tracking it, and you can tell that this, while it's tracking it, it's probably rotating, and this actually gives me the impression that it's actually spinning around in a circular motion. And so here we have it right here, like that. The size consistency with this half circular area is kind of trippy between these two, how it looks like it just looks related. I think this flips around and fits in here. Anyways, that's all I have the time for today, but you could see that there cannot be, plate tectonics cannot be right, because you see me line this area up now with well, 3 separate continents, and that's just the beginning. This lines up in other areas too that I'm still getting to, but then I can do detailed alignments. You know, I'm just showing you guys basic far away shots. Usually what happens next is then I start investigating the up close shots, where I take close-up shots of certain areas of interest, and then I line them up to find precision matches that match at the ground level. Nothing like plate tectonics has ever seen, and it's pretty intense actually, how exact some of these alignments are. They look like they were broke off from each other like 2 days ago. Some of these are so close in their exactment when they line up. And then usually what it is the further away the layer is from each other, because they're different depths of the same thing. So some layers are closer together than others, so they look more exact like one another than the ones that are further away. So that's how that works. But you can see that what I'm claiming is true. I mean, I could not do this if my claims were inaccurate and plate tectonics was actually right. Anyways, thanks for watching.